Hey everyone, got a little problem with the Bandit. Noticed the front valve was leaking the other day. Leaking air right around the edge, so I take it must be cracked inside or something. Probably just for the flexing about when you're checking your pressures and things. So I had a little pull on it to see if I could seal it a bit better, and actually ended up snapping the valve. So I found up the local bike shop, and it's, if I take the wheel off, it's only £12.50 for a new stem, which is alright. I think I've probably got just about a year left in the tyre, so I was half expecting to find out it'd be about £30, which would have been a real pain in the arse. Now I've been probably ended up changing the tyre then if I was going to pay that just to have the valve done. So in the process of stripping it down, so got the brake calipers off, and a little ABS sensor which would go down there. Now the problem I've got now is this bloody getting the axle bolt out. Haven't got the tool now. I thought I'd had this wheel off before, but maybe I'm thinking of my old Bandit, and I must have had the tool in the bike kit, but this one hasn't got it. I've got a plug spanner that only just starts to go in a little bit, but I think if I pulled on it I'd probably just end up maybe rounding this off a bit. So I just had a search through all my toolkit and can't seem to find anything that's gonna fit. So got one more little socket set to find. I seem to think it was something like this I used last time, like the spanner end of the socket. Not playing ball this time round, so I'll see if I can find. I'm sure I've got a socket set with about 3 different sort of size socket spanners for your plugs. So I want to get it off today, and then when I finish work tomorrow I can get straight down street bike and get it sorted out. So these tyres have been on about 3 years. I've had this happen to me once before, but on the back one where it actually snapped. I tend to use them little valves you put on there where it's got a colour coded thing, and if you're losing pressure the colour on the top of this cap changes colour, so you know basically that you've lost a few pound of pressure. I am prone to doing them up quite tight, thinking they might leak a little bit of pressure if I don't do it up tight enough, because that obviously pushes the valve in on the standard valve light to let it come into the cap to read the pressure. So I don't know whether I'm prone to doing that a little bit too tight, and maybe I'm twisting the main stem valve each time I do that, and so I assume it must have just had a little split in it where it pushes through the wheel. So I shall continue trying to find something to fit it, or I might be a bit stumped. My mate will probably have one if it comes to it. I'll go and grab one off him when he finishes work. The other thing with a Bandit, which I hadn't thought about the first time I took a wheel off of one of these, is because they're front heavy, when you take the wheel off the bike will just fall to the floor, like it'll just fall forward, so you do have to stick an axle stand under the frame to hold it in place when you pull the wheel off. I hadn't thought about that the first time round, and suddenly realised it was going to fall after I pulled the bolt out. So that was a little bit of a struggle. So I'll let you know how I get on. Catch you later. Hi everybody. Well, I've got my tool that I ordered off eBay for getting that front spindle off. That's the hole you got. So 19mm it turned out to be on the Bandit. So this cost me £7 off eBay with 4 different sizes on. So well, I'll grab that one. Give me a little few options if I change the bike in the future, because I dare say they're varying sizes. So drop the wheel down the wheel down to the local bike shop this morning, so they're having a bit of a busy day, so I'm probably not going to get it back today, but at least I know it's getting done. I'll probably go pick it up tomorrow morning before I go to work, and I'll get it back on the bike and we'll be rearing to go yet again. So pretty straightforward getting the wheel off, nothing hard about it. So just remember to put some axle stands on because they will fall. So that back one was holding it, but I thought I'd stick one under the front just while the wheel was off, just to be double safe. Don't want the bloody thing falling over on me. Yeah, catch you later. Hi everyone, so just picked the tyre back up from the bike shop, so new valve stem fitted. So we'll get it back on the bike. I'll try and film this as best I can with no tripod. So normally a little bit of fun getting your wheels back on while you're holding spaces in either side. This will be the trickier one for the ABS. I've got to hook onto that little, get it the right way around, hook onto the little notch at the bottom of the foreleg. So we shall have a bash and see how we get on. So, right, let's crack on. Hopefully I don't have it fall on top of me. Will it balance? Yes, it will. Good. In a way you could really do with a little helping hand. The other side really. Get the bolts out. Should be able to spin it round a bit easier. That makes it easier. Don't try doing it with the bolts in the ABS. So it should just hopefully That's all sitting roughly in place. And if you had someone here to help take the weight off the bike for you, would definitely be a help. Too bad. The back ones you always seem to struggle when you're messing about with a chain and everything. So. I'll just do that roughly for now. I'll have to get the book out and find out what the torque setting is for it. But that's on, so don't leave the bolts in when you're doing it, or you're not going to be able to spin it around into place. But that's locked that in place. So I'm sure you've tried this. It's hard because you've got spacers either side, so you're trying to hold them in place, wheel it into where it's going to go. But that weren't too bad. So, got some bungee cords holding the brake calipers out of the way. Always quite handy for things like that, your little bungee cords. Something to watch with the bandit wheels, you don't have a whole lot of room to get your brake caliper in really close to the wheels, so just be careful not to scratch your paintwork. Guy down the bike shop did warn me my tyres not got a whole lot of life left in it, which I was aware of, but being winter's about to kick in, I didn't want to mess about changing it at the moment. It'll do me for the rest of the riding I'll do this year. Right, so it's a caliper in place, then you just slot your ABS sensor on. This camera's pointing in the right direction. So this is not a hard job to take your front wheel off. Just make sure you've got it supported. I don't know what the exact difference is, but if you take your bike down to have a new tyre fitted or a puncture repaired, and you actually take them the bike, and they've got to spend the time taking your wheel off, then they obviously charge you more than if you would put off yourself and drop it down to them, so it is worth doing it yourself. So you've got these little bungee cords. They really do come in handy at times for things like this, so things aren't swinging about, getting in the way. So it's really easy to paint there. Scratch your paintwork on your wheel when you're doing things like this. Really is a tight fit on these. Very, very easy to catch your paint job. Awkward. And there we go. You ever do that? You take someone off in your light, you don't move from the spot you're on, but you lose something. Never fails. Working on the car or something, sit a spanner down and you're sat there on your arse, you don't move from that spot, and the spanner just disappears. You think, where the fuck has that gone? Okay, so that basically be it. I shall grab the book and find out the torque settings. The brake calipers I'm not sorted about. A lot of things when you're used to doing a bit of work on your cars and bikes, you just learn to do it by hand. What sort of torque setting you think you need to do, but things like these spindle bolts and stuff like that, then I do tend to be a little bit more fussy and like to know you haven't under tightened or over tightened them beans. Now they're on bearings, if you over tighten it you probably could shorten the life of the wheel bearing, things like that. So they're the sort of things I will go to trouble of finding the book and checking them out. So apart from doing all them bolts up, we're okay. So say you got that one spacer, that's the awkward one because it has to go on a little lip on there. Other one that side. So a little bit tricky when you're trying to hold it all in place. Not as long as you've tied your brake calipers out of the way, not so bad. ABS, so again that's only two bolts holding that on. And then you got a little pinch bolt at the front. This when I undone this, it was really tight. I've got a feeling this was well over tightened by the last person who done a tyre on it. And the fact you've got this pinch bolt sort of indicates that it's something that doesn't get done up all that tight really, or you probably wouldn't bother putting that on there. So I shall go and find out. But basically, job done. So I'm back on the road for a bit, and yes, there's not a massive amount of tread left on this tyre, but with winter kicking in, I thought it'll do for now. So hope it's been a little bit of help for you. Catch you all later. Back again, just sort of finish this off. Just got back from work, so just for the record, the bike is an 07 plate 650 Bandit, and I thought I'd just give you the torque settings for anybody who maybe hasn't got the book and needs to do this. So the main axle bolt is 100 Newton meters, which works out to 74 foot-pound, and the brake caliper bolts are 25 Newton meters, which is 18 foot-pound. Right, that's all from me. Catch you later.